Hi everyone, I'm Charles.
I'm Chelsea.
And Merry Holiday, Happy Christmas, and
whatever.
all that bullshit. The war and Christmas, we are doing it. Anyway.
Yes, we are.
So, we want to thank you for coming to yet another of Charles and Chelsea Answer 10 Questions.
At CLSquared Production.
Yes, so if you have any more questions for us, CLSquaredProductions@gmail.com.
Please ask us questions.
Alright, so here we go. First question, why do you keep setting your stories in the past? Wouldn't it be better to set your stuff in 2019?
That's for him, he writes it.
Yeah, well, that pretty much is just because some of it was actually written in those fucking years.
Mm-hmm.
Like Demon Hunter was originally written in 2013, so it's set in 2013.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when stuff takes a couple years to get to film, I don't want to be like, oh, let me upgrade it for, you know, 2020 or whatever. So a lot of it becomes, you know, like just the continuity of years pass, as years pass on.
Yeah.
So, you know, we will definitely have some stuff that takes place in modern years.
Sure.
You know, but as things go on, you'll see how it all kind of blends together.
And I also understand, like, the past being 2013 versus now, but also it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
There are some huge differences, obviously.
Yeah.
But, it was also, for me personally, a really crazy, wonderful time in my life. So, like, how dare you not want to explore that again?
All right, so, question 2. If budget was no issue, what would the two of you produce right now? I would
The novel.
The novel, definitely the novel.
Next question.
Yeah, okay. Scariest video game. So, okay, that's kind
Resident
of a
Evil 7.
Resident Evil 7.
In VR.
In VR is terrifying. There was one of probably the only time I've ever been like, all right, I'm turning this off.
Yeah.
Because there was a woman vomiting insects on my face. And I was just like, all right,
That's
you know what?
That's what does it for you?
No, I wasn't gonna.
No, not that. No, not that.
But I was just like, you know what? That's gross. I can't deal with this. I'm gonna turn this off right now. And
same video game. We both agree, but in VR.
Yeah, but I will say, even in VR, it's still scary, but it's not as scary outside of VR.
Yeah, no.
In VR, it is the most frightening experience I've ever had in a video game ever.
Same.
But I will tell you, when I played the original Resident Evil on PS1 years and years and years ago, I remember I got so into it, and I was so in this like place of like adrenaline and fear.
Yeah.
And
I wasn't allowed to play it. Thanks, Mom.
I remember my grandmother walked into the room when I was playing it, and I just screamed. Because, like, someone just walked into the room. I was like, oh, holy shit! And, you know, so that to me was like a really big, you know, thing, and
so
part
it's all
of what
Resident Evil.
Yeah, so Resident Evil is terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some other games that are great, like Outlast is fucking great. Silent Hill has had some. Silent Hill is a game that kind of goes into what I said in last time as far as concept goes.
Yeah.
Like the Silent Hill games haven't frightened me, but there's so much stuff in the Silent Hill games that when you stop and think about,
When you think about the
it's like,
possibility of it happening,
ooh, that is fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
So, you know, but mostly Resident Evil has really, really done it. I know some people, it's Five Nights at Freddy. I will tell you a secret, people. I have not played Five Nights at Freddy. Ariel, I would go over Ariel's place when we were filming Teresa and Allison, and she'd be playing it, and she'd be terrified. But, like, seeing her play it kind of was like, ah, well...
That was enough.
Yeah.
I'm learning things.
Yeah. All right, question 4. What do we think of the Dominican Republic? I don't really have an opinion of the Dominican Republic. I've never been there. I know some Dominicans. Some of them are cool people, some of them suck, so it's kind of like any other place.
I'm a masshole, so I love the Red Sox, so I love Big Papi, David Ortiz, and that's where he's from, and that's my opinion, so it's wonderful.
Okay, we'll go with that. All right, in episode 10 of 21st Century Demon Hunter, ooh, someone's doing, like, canon, and I love that. All right, Julie says goblins aren't real, but are gremlins? How about ghouls? Yeah, I mean, I haven't written Gremlins in anything, but I mean, if you mean like the movie Gremlins that you feed after midnight and they do that, then no. But Gremlins as they are traditionally in a story, sure. Why not? I haven't written them into anything. But who knows? Whatever. They exist.
Why, like, exclude certain creatures from the canon? There's
Yeah,
no
exactly.
reason to.
Ghouls basically exist to just eat corpses, pretty much, as far as, like, lore goes with ghouls.
Yeah.
So, I mean, why not? I probably will never write a story with a ghoul in it, but
Nobody cares about ghouls.
yeah, why the fuck not?
Get a life.
They hang around. They hang around cemeteries. They fucking eat corpses. Why the fuck not? All right. Marvel has the MCU. Kevin Smith has the View Askew universe. What do you call your expanded universe? That is a really good question that I do not have an answer to.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, in fact, you know what? No, instead of stay tuned, why don't we ask you, the viewer, to come up with something, and we'll have you a prize or something if you can figure out something that we can call it that we like. You know, like...
If we like it.
Yeah, if we like it, obviously. But why don't you send something to CLSquared Productions at gmail.com, and if we like it, we'll obviously credit you, and we'll give you a prize, a signed book, or maybe... this is the shirt Julie wore in episode 2, so maybe we'll figure something out.
This is my shirt. It's still got the original blood on it.
Something cool to give you. We'll figure something out. I think that might be a cool contest to have. So, for the holidays, that'll be our contest. Figure out a name for us. And by the way, the Julie verse is not something you can use. So
No, it's
that's
not.
it. Yeah.
Eat a dick if you think of that.
Yeah, so not the Julie verse. Don't use either of our fucking names. Don't call it the CLSquared verse.
No.
That's fucking lame.
That's
Don't call
so
it the Lincoln verse, right? Or shouldless say. That's fucking lame. Don't do that.
Yeah, I'll set your house on fire.
But, I feel like there should be a lawyer description for Julie.
There is one. Are you
Chelsea,
not looking
yeah,
over there?
yeah, exactly. Chelsea Lesage will not set your house on fire. Please do not sue us. But, so think of something, because we haven't been able to come up with something, and we would love to be able to have
we really want to hear
a
from you.
name that we could call our expanded universe.
Yeah.
All right. Question 7, would you ever make a film in a different language? Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that I did those scenes in Japanese and those scenes in Russian were basically so I could learn how to do that.
Yeah, it's all a learning experience, and we're growing as filmmakers, and of course we want to get to the point where we feel like we could do that, absolutely.
Yeah, I would love to do a foreign language film.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. Like, 3 people would see it, but I would still love to be able to do a foreign language
We love
film.
you, those 3 people.
Yeah. Who are your favorite directors? Let's let you go first on that one, and then I have my favorites, obviously.
Oh, I have you. Right.
Well, thank you.
He's a really good director. He's an actor's director, and that's really hard to come by, and I appreciate that, and I love him very much. Step up to the bar, every other director. I don't know.
I mean, you seem at least to be a big Tarantino fan.
Yeah, but I've never worked with him, so I can't speak to anything that I haven't worked with. I've never, in the past couple of years of my life, whether it's theater or television, had a bad experience with a director. So I love all of you, but I don't want to say that who's my favorite if I don't know them.
For me, my influences, at least, I'll go with that as far as my favorite directors. David Lynch, 100%. David Lynch beyond anyone else, because David Lynch has just made such amazing, surreal things. I still have to show you Twin Peaks. You need to see Twin Peaks, yeah.
Don't tell them I haven't seen it.
They'll still love you. We all love Chelsea, even though she hasn't seen Twin Peaks. But David Lynch, Stanley Kubrick.
Oh yes, I didn't know we were doing influences.
Yeah, well, let's do influences.
No,
Who are your
well, I'm already
influences?
no, I don't. No, I'm done.
Okay. Then Stanley
Ask me specifically.
Yeah, Stanley Kubrick, Takashi Miike, who is my favorite Japanese director. I feel so embarrassed that I don't really know the director's name of Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, Lady Vengeance, and Old Boy. I think it's Park Sun-wook. I don't know.
Charles loves you.
But yeah, you are an amazing director, and I absolutely love your work. So you are a giant influence on me. and then David Cronenberg. David Cronenberg has done some amazing body horror stuff and just been brilliant.
I feel like the list could go on and on for either of us. It's just...
Yeah.
The universe that we live in is so...
vast.
Shut up, I was going to say that. It's so vast.
I took your word.
It's so vast and it's ever expanding, and like everyone has something to give to it, and we're really grateful and we're so lucky that we get to do that as well.
Okay, question 9. So far, the 2 projects you guys have done were both written by Charles. Will there ever be a CLSquared production that is written by Chelsea?
Of course.
I would hope so. I would love Chelsea to put her stamp on stuff.
I write things all the time.
Yeah. Like, I kind of consider myself the master of canon, but I would love, especially Chelsea, but other people, other writers, other directors to kind of...
This is about me.
...contribute to the world.
Let this be about me.
Okay, yeah, it's about you. But, I would love Chelsea to be able to write stuff.
Of course. Well, I write stuff all the time.
Because Chelsea...
He just hasn't read it.
Like, here's the thing. Like, well, no, I mean, I saw the play you did.
I didn't write that.
You didn't? I thought you did.
No.
Oh, I thought you did. I thought you and Mark wrote that together.
Oh, yes. That was a different thing. Don't mention his name. We don't speak.
Okay. But, like, that's the thing. Like, I would love Chelsea to be able to write some stuff, and I would love to read stuff by Chelsea.
The answer is yes.
Yes. So, basically, as far as I'm concerned, the only real rule as far as our general universe is that it can't contradict the canon we've established. And that's it. I would love to read, and I hope I hope as time goes on, and Chelsea as a great writer, as I said, because I've seen the thing that she did with person she won't want me to mention.
Notice how he's answering this question and not me.
But I would love to see stuff that you have written.
Yes,
that
I'm
takes
working
place
on a
in
lot
our
of
universe.
things, and things in our universe will happen.
Yeah. So basically, the answer is yes. And finally, our last question for today and our last question for the holidays before we take a little bit of a break. Your work seems very divisive. People either love it or hate it. How does that make you feel? I love it.
Great.
I love it because if people love or hate your work, it means that you're fucking doing something that affects them in some way.
Yeah, you're creating some sort of emotion in people. Do we want indifference?
Exactly. The worst thing in the world, people are like, it's okay.
Like,
I guess.
I'm apathetic towards it. Like, it was a thing that I watched.
Yeah, I watched
Who wants that?
I watched it.
Tell me you hate it.
I don't remember it. I would love people to either love or hate our stuff.
That's where every artist comes from, and we're so lucky that we're able to do that and make people feel that. I don't want anything in between. Are you kidding me? Thank you for that question. I'm sorry if I offended you. I'm not sorry. But no. We're happy.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's very it's very important to us that people have an emotional connection to our stuff. And if you hate it, cool. That's an emotional connection too.
Yeah.
Oh my God, am I getting? Oh no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to quote Lady Sovereign. But love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then fuck you. So
I need a drink.
We'll do that because we're functional alcoholics. Anyway, so thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for asking questions.
Please continue to do so.
Yeah, keep like, share, subscribe our videos because we're gonna do some cool shit.
And we have a Patreon coming your way.
Exactly. By the time you read this, there will be a Patreon. So, the other thing I'll tell you, if you can think of a name for our expanded universe,
I'll give you this fucking shirt that I wore in episode 2.
Exactly. We will have a fucking prize
Maybe
for
I'll sign
you.
It.
Exactly. I might sign it too. You don't know.
This alpaca might sign it too.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
But thank you guys
thank you so much.
I'm Chelsea.
I'm Charles, and happy holidays and whatever you celebrate. And see ya.